Eaves, Briscoe. Look who we got. Andraya Carter in the building. Much more to come on the show. Satou Sabally is going to join us as well. But, Dre, let's dive right into this thing because for the second time in this series, the Mercury came back from a 14-point deficit. And this one, it was in the fourth quarter. How were they able to do it this time?
You know, this team, it's so crazy. I thought LaChina said it really well, like a team that was just put together this season to be able to do what they do. The way that they trust their system on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively. They trust their system and their game plan, and it shows late in games. They don't seem rattled. They have so much confidence in what they're doing. Shout out to Nate Tibbetts and the entire team for the buy-in, because that's what shows late in games.
Okay, so let's get to Satou Sabally, who can join us now. Congratulations, Satou. 21 points from you, an incredible effort from your team, not just in this game, but all series long. You heard Dreyer just talk about the fact that you guys came back twice in this series from down 14 points or more. Where does that belief come from, the belief in your system to do it not once but twice?
The belief in us, it's us versus everybody all season long. I'm just so happy to be doing this alongside everyone, and we've been tested, we've been battle-proofed all along the season, and championships win these games, and we did that.
You know, it seems like you guys have done this by committee multiple times. I mean, Alyssa obviously kind of runs a set and gets her right in position, but in the first half, you were knocking down shots with a couple threes and 18 points, but in the fourth quarter, Dewana Bonner came up with those huge threes. How do you guys always have that trust in one another that at any moment someone can step up and shine?
We shoot the ball when we're open, and we've been encouraged to do so all season long. So it's just so much trust in each other. Everyone comes to work every single day. Everyone gets their shots up. So we trust the shot, and we trust the good to great pass.
Satou, you know, I know you're someone that trusts your shot incredibly, and you have been so dominant in some of these games. How would you describe the mindset you go into when it seems like you're about to take over on offense?
Man, I've been to the semis before and we got swept, and that's not going to happen again. So I give my all. I give my all. But again, credits to my teammates. Like, AT is a force. She almost had a triple-double again today. She's not being talked enough about. Ka, BB, Mac with their rebounding. Like, Sammy has won championships too, and she's so overlooked, but that shot is lethal. So I just trust my teammates. Like, credit to them. I'm just spotting up and shooting.
Take a moment and live in this moment for you, though, to be able to go to the WNBA Finals with this team. What does that mean to you?
It's a dream come true. Shout out to Nyara. She did it first. I'm just trying to follow my little sister's footsteps, trying to make my own dreams come true. And I've worked so hard for this moment from Berlin, Gambia. I'm repping the international waters. So I'm grateful. I'm just so grateful, like all this work, through all the injuries, through all the upsets. Thank God. I just thank God.
And now you're going to be repping in the WNBA Finals. We'll find out who you're going to play coming up on Tuesday, whether it's going to be the Fever or the Aces. But Satou, your squad, the Mercury, will be there. It don't matter.
Enjoy the rest. Hey, shout out to the fans there, too. They are so loud. That is awesome.
They're so loud. I need to get back to my team, y'all.
Enjoy.
Love you guys.
Now they've got a week before they need to be ready for whoever is next. What comes with that?
That's it, just the rest. I mean, this is the first time that the finals are going to be a 7-game series. So I don't think rest could be any more important than this season. They played 44 games in the entirety of the season. So rest in general for Phoenix to be able to game plan for either opponent, because they're not focusing on a game themselves. That's huge. I mean, you can't talk about it enough. A 7-game series, that is a tall task to ask any team. So rest is so important. Speaking
of not talking about enough, because Satou just said that about AT, Alyssa Thomas. The way she's played, I feel as if she's been the most valuable player in the playoffs so far based on what she has done for her team. All due respect to A'ja Wilson. How have they been able to do this? They took down the Liberty. Now they take down the
Lynx, seed,
who was the 2 teams that were in the finals last year. This is one of the best runs in the WNBA playoffs I've seen as of late. What do you make of their overall run here in the postseason?
It's impressive, especially when you talk about the comebacks or the way that they responded after losing game 1 at home, then going on the road against the Liberty and dominating in game 2. It's just impressive. But you know what stands out to me is after game 1 in the first round, so against New York, Alyssa Thomas was at the podium in the post-game presser, and she was like, we just missed shots. Like, we like the shots we got, we just missed them. They just didn't go in. That's the vibe I always get from this team. They feel like when they don't score well, they just miss shots. They trust their system so well. It's never about the opponent. It's always about what Phoenix has going on. They don't worry about who's on the other side or what's going on with their opponent at all. They trust their defense and offense. It's a two-way team. I know they shoot a lot of threes, and AT is just a force with what she's able to do with the triple-doubles and facilitating, and she's so strong. But this is also a team that relies heavily on their defense and getting stops.
But this is also a really new team. They have 2 players returning, so that attitude, that mindset, where does that come from? Is that coach-driven? Is that player-driven?
Yeah. That's why the system is so important. Like, I thought what Satou just said to us is we shoot when we're open. That applies to everyone. There's not one player that shoots a little bit more than anybody else. It's if you're open, take the shot. So I think for a new team, it's more important than anyone to have a system that you can go off of. So you're not questioning anything. You're not questioning your role. Should I take this shot? Should I not take this shot? Is it a bad shot? Obviously, some shots can be very obviously bad shots based on time and score. But for me, the system that Phoenix plays with is what has gotten them. And really, the players committing to it, that's the reason that we're seeing this success.
It does help that Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner have been together for a while. They know their chemistry on the court. So adding them to a set that's only 2 new players, that also helps.
Also, any run, and I'm not taking anything away from Phoenix because the way they come back, the way they stick together, the way they get stops, you also have to have a little bit of luck in staying healthy in the playoffs. Can't say the same thing about New York. Can't say the same thing about
Lynx.
Minnesota, right? So I want to give Kayla McBride and Minnesota so much credit. You lose your MVP and you put up this fight on the road. It's impressive. The fight that Breanna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu put up as well. But you have to have a healthy team. It is so hard. In Phoenix, they're healthy, they play fast, they play with an intensity, they don't let bad quarters rattle them. Even the way in this game they responded. They were outscored in the first quarter, they responded in the second. Outscored in the third quarter,
massive
response
in the fourth.
They're such a great team at turning the page. And I know we're talking about professionals. All these women are the best at what they do.
Easier said than done, though.
But Phoenix, the way they just turn the page and keep it pushing and stick to their system and stick to each other, it's really impressive.
Good to see you.
Thanks.
Thanks for hanging out.
Appreciate it.
By the way, we're going to hear more reaction from both the Lynx and the Mercury.
We're not kicking her out yet.
Oh, I thought she had somewhere to be.
I was about to go. It's late. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I would like to get her thoughts on the Aces and the
well,
Fever.
Good. She got to stay then.
Okay, fine.
That's a
fine.
plus
Eaves
for us.
released me. I
thought you was trying to go.
Okay, you know what? You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Briscoe
Okay,
runs the show
I'll stay
here.
for this one.
All right, speaking of this one, it was game 4 between Asia Wilson's Aces and the Fever. Vegas with a chance to close it out. There is Asia. Tough layup and some contact from Aaliyah Boston there. She wanted a foul after. Did not get it. But hey, that's Asia being Asia. Let's go to the third quarter now. Fever up 2. Boston. She gets the foul on Asia. They go up by 4. It's a 5-point advantage here. Boston loses it. Asia the other way. So now it's a 5-point deficit for Vegas going into the fourth quarter. We picked it up about halfway through the final frame. Aces down 4. Asia. How about that matchup between she and Aaliyah Boston? Guess what happens at the other end? Boston comes right back. Oh, Aaliyah strong. She wanted a foul, didn't get it. She went for 24 and 14. Odyssey Sims. Oh, out here with the moves like she invented smooth. She had 18, put the Fever up 6, and then Kelsey Mitchell, how good has she been this postseason as well? 25 points for her. Fever stave off elimination. They win it 90-83. Game 5, deciding Game 5 in Vegas. But Stephanie White and her crew, they get to play one more game.
And I think we were the aggressor. And usually when we're aggressive and we move the ball, good things happen for us. We attacked. We played with a sense of urgency. We made the right reads and the right plays. The ball moved really well, and we found the open player, and we got production from multiple players.
I was just looking at the fouls. Like, Liz had 5, Jackie had 5, Chelsea had 5. And that's very interesting to me because I'm not saying we don't foul. Yeah, we foul here and there, but that's very interesting.
Megan had 4.
What? Oh, my God. That's interesting. That's what I was looking at. But we'll do better. We got to play better defense.
By interesting, do you mean that?
Yeah. I can't say that because I got a brand to protect. But
Say it, I have no brand.
But Aaliyah did say I have a special whistle. And she shot 13 today. She said that to you? Yeah. Yeah. She said the last game I had a special whistle, which is cool. So we just got to play better defense, make her look a little difficult, and kind of go from there.
In terms of the free throws, the Aces went to the line. They had 11 shots. They made 8. The Fever, 34. They made 26. So there was a discrepancy there.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
What do you make of Asia's comments?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting what Asia said. It's also interesting. This crew is actually the crew that called the Phoenix, Minnesota
Cheryl
game,
Reeve
where
was
they were
ejected
also heavily criticized. Right, so I don't love talking about the refs, but when players mention it and coach mentioned it, we have to talk about it. One of my favorite things about a series is you can see a trend, right? In games 1, 2, and 3, the free throw attempts discrepancy was 5, 6, and 4. So one team shot 5 more, one team shot 6 more, one team shot 4 more.
That seems normal.
That's normal, right? Both teams are playing very physical. Both teams are playing with a lot of energy, a lot of edge on the defensive end. For there to be a free throw discrepancy of 23 in this game, Indiana shooting 23 more free throws, it is something that you're going to talk about. Aaliyah Boston had more free throws than the entire Aces team. So it is something to pay attention to. While I was watching the game, I felt like there were some calls that, one, could have went either way, that did go Aaliyah's way, or that could have been no calls, like fouls on the catch, where you could have just let those go if you're a referee. I do want to give Aaliyah credit, though, because what's Aaliyah supposed to do? If she's getting the calls, she should keep doing exactly what she's doing. Take complete advantage of it, and she did that. Aaliyah's not going to tell the refs, oh, well, that wasn't a foul on me. What else is she supposed to do?
No. Take that away.
So this was an interesting one to me because I felt like Aaliyah clamped down early, and then Asia responded with a move, and then Asia ended up getting the call. So the fouls were interesting. However, I will say Indiana won this game in other ways. The fouls didn't have anything to do with Kelsey Mitchell going backdoor on the Aces and the Aces being a step slow there, or Odyssey Sims getting into the paint in transition. The fouls certainly didn't have anything to do with the Aces having 17 turnovers and Indiana scoring 25 points off of those turnovers. So fouls aside, there were things that the Aces could have cleaned up and that Indiana did really well. Odyssey Sims, to me, was one of the biggest difference makers in the game.
Who wins Game 5? Oh, you thought I wasn't going to ask you?
Let me tell you this.
I'm not putting you on the spot out here?
I only give my picks on countdown, so you got to pay attention to that. However, listen to this. Listen to what's interesting.
L. Duncan said I could ask you.
I will say, now L's the boss? You just told me I could leave, so I'm not listening to anything
I'm bossed by women all the time, Dre. Welcome to my life.
What's really interesting about this game is both teams have like a dynamic duo. We've talked about it coming into this matchup, right? When you talk about Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, right? That's for Indiana, and then Asia Wilson and Jackie Young. Both duos had 49 points in this game.
Okay.
So
Indiana,
it's who else?
It's who else. It's who else is going to step up. What else is interesting is
Role players
Indiana
play better at home.
Right, but Indiana's role players played better in Game 1 on the road, and that's how they got that win in Vegas.
Right.
So it's tricky.
So you're not going to tell us? We got to wait
So
till
you can't
So we got to wait
Tuesday on
until
Countdown.
Tuesday for countdown.
You was going to say all that. You could have just left.
Question.
I'm just giving more things for the people at home to ponder about.
Is she actually good now? Can we release her into
Oh,
the wild?
I'm
Are we
definitely
good?
with her now,
We're
but
good
she
with
didn't
her.
answer my question,
All right.
so-
Do you have
now,
a pick?
Yeah.
Aces.
Vegas.
I'm
Vegas.
yeah, that would be my pick. However, I
Asia ain't gonna let 'em
them.
lose.
That is no disrespect.
That's
to the
what I
Fever.
said after Asia won MVP, and then what did Indiana do? So it's
different.
I'm saying counting this Indiana
Game
team
1,
out,
Game 5 is
don't
It's
do
a
that.
mistake. Don't
I
do
was
it.
still going
Yeah.
with the Aces.
That's
All right.
different. Thanks
now-
for hanging out, though.
now she
It
can-
was really good seeing you.
I did end up giving you my pick as well, because you're pushy. I'm leaving. You won't see me back here.
Now she's like, now I'm out.
The celebration is on in Phoenix because the 4th-seeded Mercury have eliminated the top seed Minnesota Lynx 86-81. They are advancing on to the finals for the first time in 5 years. What an improbable run, a couple of incredible comebacks, including tonight, and they were fueled by a veteran.
Yeah, I mean, you could point to any number of performances tonight. Satou Sabally had 21 points. Alyssa Thomas had 23, nearly notching another triple-double. But DeWanna Bonner off of the bench. Big shot Bonner was huge. She hit 4 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. She had 13 points overall. But keep in mind, she came into this game 0 for 9 from 3 in her last attempts. And tonight, she found the stroke when the Mercury needed it, hit big buckets, and boy, was it beautiful to see.
Yeah, they were down 13 going into the fourth quarter against this Minnesota team. that needed to win to force that Game 5 on Tuesday. That will not be. And part of that, boy, in that fourth quarter, that the defense for Phoenix really turned it up.
Yeah, they know how to turn up their defense when they need to, and they were stifling in that fourth quarter where the Minnesota Lynx was trying to get some continuity. The Lynx shot 28% in that fourth quarter from the field. They had 4 turnovers, and it was just, again, the Phoenix Mercury's activity, them using their length and size to cover up shots. I mean, they were getting Minnesota all out of sorts when they needed to. Kayla McBride did come through with a few big buckets, but at the end of the night, wasn't enough.
31-13 is what Phoenix outscored Minnesota by in that fourth quarter. And they came back from 20 down in Game 2 to steal that game in Minnesota. What a ride for Phoenix, and it continues when the finals begin on Friday.
I mean, I think you got to give Phoenix credit for the way they defended in some of the fourth quarters. They switched and they made it hard for us. And I think we just didn't get enough quality shots down the stretch. Obviously, they made a few. DB makes some threes that she hadn't made earlier in the series, and she makes them tonight. I know they got 31 in the quarter. I actually thought we got a few stops, and we just weren't able to convert on them. We did a good job taking care of the ball, but we got up against the shot clock a bunch of possessions.
And then as players, I mean, as leaders on this team, this was a group that was so close last year, and then, to run it back with that same group. I mean, what does it mean to you guys to be here with this team and this specific group of teammates?
I mean, just amazing people, right? Like, it make it easy to come to work. It make it easy to play hard for the person that you out there battling with. So I think that's been our MO all season, last season, and I mean, definitely happy to play with this group of people for sure.
Coach, a tough ending to a great season for you guys right here. Can you speak to the team's resilience and perseverance and able to battle through without their head coach and without one of their best players?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody already knew it about this team. I don't think they had to prove it tonight, but it's another example of it and the way we came out to start the game, and what everything's gone on the last couple of days, the way these guys came out and played, and we took their run in the second quarter and came out and did the same thing again in the second half. At a certain point, that's who you are, and that's who these guys have been now for a long time. And I was just really appreciative of the way everybody played and competed.
Kayla, I see you're visibly upset right now. What's the toughest part about this loss? Is it not being able to extend this season, or just the way it finished for you guys?
It's the people. It's the people that I go to work with every day. And, I've been here 5 years, and to be, like, so close, and you just want it for the people around you. You want it for the people that grind with you every single day, the good days, bad days, bus rides, locker room. Like, in pro sports, it doesn't get as good. It doesn't get any better than what we have in our locker room. And that's why I'm emotional, because we lay it out for each other. It's never about anything else but each other. And so when it's like that every day, it builds up. And to be close 2 years in a row and hit adverse situations each and every time for the people that you love, your sisters, your family, hard, especially when you lay everything out there. And as a vet and as somebody who's older, I feel everything. Because I just care about the people around me. And I've always been like that. That's how I move. That's how I've always moved in this league. And I just care. So, I think Phoenix played a hell of a game, hell of a series. They did what they had to do. And it's tough. But I wouldn't trade that locker room for anything. I would feel like this 100 times over to be with the people that I've been with. So that's why it's painful. Because you just want it to keep going. And it's done. So.
Yeah, Courtney, I guess, can you sort of put in perspective how this whole season, though, it's hard to have the target on your back all season long, and you guys carried that really burden the whole season. Can you kind of put in perspective what that's like to try to do that and then to run into the adversity that you did at the end?
I mean, honestly, it was a joy, right? Like, I don't look at this season and think, oh, this is hard because we got a target on our back. That's what we wanted, right? Like, we got in the gym and we stacked our days and, I mean, got hit with that injury bug and, you know, it's just hard. But, you know, what's for us ain't never gonna miss us. So shout out to them girls coming out here playing hard-fought basketball, and shout out to us for not giving up. Appreciate y'all.